Hey, Chili. Congrats, congrats. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm so tired. I don't think I'm gonna last till tonight. And then baby started quiet time, like on time today. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stream now. And I don't have to worry about tonight. Oh my gosh, how did you miss first? We were just chatting. That's what I want to know. Okay. Oh, love. Thanks so much for subscribing on with Prime. Oh my gosh, my chair's stuck. Chili got it. Okay, so I see the pattern. Yes, this is LeetCode. I see the pattern. What am I don't remember what I'm doing, guys. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Hi, Castillo. Okay, so I see the what do you call it? I can't even speak right now. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I see the pattern, right? So here, this is the same, and then no, sorry, wrong one. And this is the same, like, except they're flipped, right? Oh my god. So I see the pattern. Now getting it to do the pattern is the question. So I feel like okay, so I feel like we can address both of these at the same time, and then we would store the first vertical first horizontal and then last vertical, last horizontal, if that makes sense. Can you hear my kid? She's being quiet now, but okay. So oopsies. Is there any way I can merge these together? Probably not. Okay, so we know that the indexes is n, like length minus 1. So we know that much as well too. So I'm gonna just start writing out my thoughts. Except I don't have any thoughts right now. I tried writing this out in a journal and then my kid saw it. She's like, can I draw with you? And I was just like, oh, fine, I'll pay attention to you. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired. And like, tomorrow's Mother's Day. And honestly, I'm just like, one, not gonna be celebrating really because Hubs is out of town. And I just don't have the energy to. And two, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Mother's Day is making me feel so sad right now. Okay, so oh, thanks so much for following on Twitch, Shakespeare. I appreciate it. And then I have this guilt too of like, I've been really short on patience with her the last 2 days. Like, really short. And I have this like immense guilt right now. And maybe that's why I'm not really looking forward to Mother's Day because I don't feel like I'm a good mom right now. Oh, maybe streaming was a bad idea. But yeah, like, I don't know. Are there any other parents that don't get excited with Mother's Day or Father's Day? Hi, Matthew. I feel like this is similar. Do dog dads count? I mean, do you feel sad during Father's Day? Hi, Saladin. Yes, I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch right now. Oh, I should also... We are doing the daily. So if you guys want to join in and you haven't done the daily... Unticked. I answered your question before you asked your question. So I feel like this is similar to the daily a few days ago where I feel like it's similar to, was it rotating the box? So I feel like it's similar to this. And I also feel like it's similar. Yeah, so I feel like it's similar to this one. And then also, was it this one? Yeah, this one, right? So I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Because these two I actually did relatively quickly on my own. So I know how to do this. It's just how. I'm going to, so the first iteration we're gonna have 2, 3, 4, 8, right? And then we want 1, 6. My kid just threw something off the table or her bed. And then we're gonna have 5, 10, 11. Oh wait, 16. And then this would be 9, 13. Today is the day you rotate an array. Is this your first time doing a problem like this? Also, guys, if you haven't guessed, because I am doing streaming now, I'm not streaming tonight. Just a heads up. So then this is 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I would make this 2, 1, 5, 9, right? So that becomes 2, 5, 9, 1. Actually, I don't think I even need that. And then this would become and we would also have 3, 4, 8. Although I guess don't need that. And this would be 8, 12, 16, 15. Code Forces, yeah. That's the one where you compete against other people, right? One of the girls that I used to watch on Twitch used to do that as well. Okay, so everything moves over, right? That's the first pass. Then the second pass, so that it ends up being here. I'm gonna actually remove this. Okay, and then second pass ends up being here. And then it becomes 3, 2, 1, 5, 9, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 12, 8, and then 4. So the inner lists are always going to be the same length, but the amount of rows is not necessarily equal to the amount of columns. So you could have a 4x2 column, or like the first picture is 1, 2, 3, 4, because I know how to count. It's 4 columns and 6 rows. So a matrix, a 2D matrix is where the lists inside the list are the same length. But somebody correct me if I am wrong. Please, please. I don't want to give the wrong information. But from what I understand, a 2D matrix is like a rectangle or a square. Oh no, Void! Were you able to understand what you needed to do, though? Hey, Howling, are you there? Is the fact that they're even numbers important? Because I'm looking at this and it doesn't look like it's important. Okay, okay. Cause I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I mean, like, you cheesed? Well, I mean, I feel like I'm about to do something that is not necessarily the most correct way. Oh wait, I don't need to rotate the entire thing. Duh, it's only a K number of times, which is... K is actually pretty big though. So we would find the modulo of this, and that would be how many times we rotate it. So, if K is greater than Oh, wait. Hold on. It's not like a string of like a stringified and int, so it wouldn't overflow or something. Okay, I'm not even gonna worry about K right now because first let me get the rotation. I blanked because of anxiety and forgot how to program. Void, I've been there. I've been there. So I feel you. I feel you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we would track of K. Okay. Also, horizontal. Why can't I spell? Oh my gosh, again, same spelling error. Oh, wait a second. I need to rotate this at the same time. So I need to be aware of this too. Ah! Oh. So this would actually need to rotate at the same time. So this would become 7, 10. This would become 7, 11, 6, 10. In the middle. I don't know how to depict that without... How do I... Oh. Move. Okay. So this moves, and at the same time we need So at the same time, we need this as well. To move. Horizon. Horizon. I know how to spell horizontal. Oh, where'd my kid go? Hold on. Okay. She's fine. She's fine. To build problem-solving skills, to build programming skills. Yum, torture. Hey, Michael. Okay, so we need... Oh, wait. No. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine, actually. Okay. So... Because we would move the outside, then we would move the inside. Then we would go back to the outside, move it again, and then back to the inside, and then move it again. So... Yes. And then we also want to track... Okay, so I see what I want to do. I need to talk through this. Okay. So I have my array. Norks, consistently? I don't do LeetCode consistently. But I've been doing LeetCode. When did I solve my first problem? I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe 1 year ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, but I, again, don't... Well, I guess it's 1.5 years ago. Yeah, 1.5 years ago. But again, I don't do this very consistently. Like right now, I should actually be doing my homework. Am I? No, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see if I can figure this out today. Okay, I'm going to, for the first iteration, like, I want to walk through what I see happening. Are you gonna fall asleep again, Howling? Just kidding. I kid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to be banned from my own stream. I need to be banned from my own stream. Man, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. You're right. I'm taking a course program. I'm part of a program, a free coding program, and Um, yeah, so I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. Hey, Pure Sizzle. Yeah, I saw the daily and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. And then now I'm kind of regretting it. I kind of wish I had just decided to knit while I watch my baby for quiet time. No, I'm not a CS major. I'm a career pivoter. Okay, so what do I see happening in my code? So first loop, I want to go through the oh no, okay. First loop, I want to go through the rows and take into account square gets smaller. Or I guess... Okay, so that's where I'm a little bit... Oh, okay, no, that makes sense because I would rotate the outside completely, then I would rotate the inside. Which might time me out, but you know what? That's okay. I can always clean it up after I've gotten the basic logic down. I gotta add, well, no, I'm not a student still. I'm a career pivoter, but I am taking a free program to learn about data engineering. Vibe coding an app. What app? Or like, what's the app about? Sorry, that not what app, but what's the app about? Okay, so why am I having... It's for... He has $1 million idea. Oh! That's awesome! No, that's awesome. Okay. Hold on. So, are they rotating at the same time is the question. each layer in the matrix. To cyclically rotate a layer once, each element in the layer will take the place of the adjacent element in the counterclockwise direction. Hold it. Wait. Wait. Okay. So if... I'm going to take this one. Right? So, okay. I need to see the indexes. I need to see the indexes. Hold on. So this is... Right? Okay, so 0, 0 ends up at... 0, 0 ends up at 0, 2. Wait a second. Hold on. 0, 0 ends up at 0, 2. Right? And then 5 ends up at 0, 3. So, sorry, wait. Apparently I don't know my... Ends up at 2, 0. And then 3, 0. And then this would be 0, 0. Zero, zero. Hold on. So 1, 5. So 2, 0, 5, 0. Then 3 is at 0, 0. And then this is 1, 0. So if we were to add K to the indexes, it's oh my goodness, wait. Oh my goodness. Thanks so much for the raid CD Sharp. I appreciate the raid. And Zomic, wait, it is... What happened to my pin? Wait a second. Where did my pin go? Manually unpin at the end of the stream. Okay, now... Excalidraw. I have Turing to thank for that. Okay, wait. I see a pattern. I see a pattern. So I would only need to take the modulo of it. Because 2 for the length of 4, right? And then hold on. The original, why can't I? Okay, there we go. So if we were to go to the next line, so 3 was at 0, 2. So 0, 2. 4 was at 0, 3. And then 8 was at... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm backwards. Sorry, guys. So 4 was at 0, 3. And this is wrong. So this is supposed to be 0, 2. And then this one down here would be 2, 0. Doing it on stream is 200% harder. It can get kind of difficult sometimes. Yeah. Okay, so we started out with 0, 0. So we know... So we know that we would have to be adding 2 to everything. So basically here, we've added 2 to it, and that's how it ended up down here. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm 1. I'm backwards again. 0, 2, 0, 3. So if we look at this, we've added 2 to here where 0, 0 is. We've added 2. Where 0, 1 was, again, this is backwards. I'm backwards again. 1, 0. I know what I want to do. Hold on. I promise. I promise. This is also wrong. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I have 3, 0. So we have 0, 2 is here. 0, 1 is here. 0, 0 is here. And then 1, 0 is here. Where's my kid? Okay. Back seat. I'm trying to find the pattern because I feel like there is a pattern with the K right now. And so like here I have 2. And this is 2. And then this is modulo of 1. So there's a remainder of 1 or difference of 1. And same here. So I see a pattern here. I'm just trying to articulate it. Does that make sense? Like, I'm going to hit a focus mode because I feel like there is a pattern here where I don't even have to worry about looping through it. I should be able to just add mathematically. It's the daily. Mathematically. And Turing, please tell me if I am completely off base here before I waste 2 hours. Because I only have like an hour left. But mathematically, I feel like I should be able to figure out based on K based on given k, where the position should end up, using modulo with the number of rotations plus the number of rows or columns. Because I would have to track how many shifts over for the column, and I would have to track how many shifts over for the row. So that would actually be row plus column with the modulo. I'm correct? Okay, okay. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how to articulate it in my head. Just need to figure out how to articulate it in my head, and then okay, I'm going to write out where all of the becomes 1 0 becomes 2 0 becomes 3 0 becomes so originally I've kind of gone back and forth. I was gonna do the outside ring, then the inside ring, but then I realized that that wasn't gonna work if I iterated through it. But if I do the interval, then I could do the outside ring, shift everything to where it needs to be. Then I could do the inside ring and shift everything to where it needs to be. Without... I don't know if that made sense. Where, like, originally I was going to iterate over each specific point, but now I'm gonna just move everything at once. But anyways, I'm gonna hit a focus mode. I'm gonna try and articulate this because I feel like intuitively I'm feeling like this is the correct way to go. I just need to figure out how, because I see the pattern. I just can't figure out mathematically how it is because I haven't quite seen, I can't picture the final coordinates clearly for all of the coordinates right now. So be right back. I am planning on rotating them in place. Yes. Okay, so 0 0 ends up where? 0 0 ends up at 2 0. Okay, 1 0 ends up at 3 0. Okay, 2 0 ends up at 3 1. Three 0 ends up at 3 2. Okay, 0 1 ends up at 2 ends up at 1 0. 3, 1, 14 ends up at 3, 3. Zero, 2 ends up at 0, 0. Wow. 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 Okay, I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something here. So this is going to end up at 1, 0. Or 0, 1. Hold on. 3, 2 ends up at 2. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. 3, 2 ends up at 2, 3. Just kidding. Oh, wait. That's right. Minus 1 plus 1. Okay. 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 So this is a difference of 2. So index plus k. And then this is okay, I'm going to say so 0 plus 0. So that's 0 or k. So that's k plus index. Or I guess what is 0 modulo? Is that 2 or is that undefined? Standard out 0. Okay, so then what's okay, so it has to be into k. So this is plus k. If we are going horizontal and the difference is so this is going to be 0. Okay, hold on. This is 0. I'm getting ahead of myself again. So that's the difference. Okay, so this would be difference would be 2, 0 again. Okay. Difference would be 1, 1. Difference would be 0, 2. Difference would be 1, 1. So in all the odd numbers, we are so we have am I still in focus mode? Okay. I'm so close yet so far. Wait, no, you weren't pretty. What? No, you've always been like. When I lurked in your streams, you always like get the problems so fast. Okay. I know that this has to do with K, the number of rows. so this would be K0. And then, so if we were to do K goes into 1. How are you gonna do this? Oh wait, what am I doing? This is adding. So as long as we add is less than the max index. Okay, so we're gonna have max index as so as long as K is less than max index, we don't have to worry about anything. Once it is greater than the max index, right? So we add here. Here is where it gets a little bit funky because we're greater than max index. So this is just add K. Just add K. Or actually, we would want... Okay, it's fine. Max index is 3. Okay, so then if we are adding K, now we're here. Max index 2 plus 2 is index plus K equals 4. Remainder equals 1. Okay. So then we would do 1. And then we would take that remainder and add it to the other side from... I can easily do it iteratively. I like to make things hard for myself. Like, what was it? This one. It was this one, right? Yeah, it was this one, I think. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one that I rotated it in place. And then also this one, I rotated it in place. But this one, I was actually really proud of how how quickly I was able to figure this out. Okay, I do have to ask, is it possible, the way that I am doing it, Turing, howling, is it possible? Or am I just wasting my time? Because I'm seeing it's possible, and it's just all about math. Like, it's all about math and the pattern. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Sergey. I appreciate it. If I had time pressure, I wouldn't do it this way. Okay, well, luckily I don't have time pressure. I'm probably gonna see your solution and be like, oh my gosh, duh. Okay, so now I'm onto the columns. Okay, so now that we're on columns, we shift it to 2. And then we just add K to call. Okay, then because we are adding, hold on. Is that correct? 01 because 10. At some point, I have to figure out when I start subtracting, though. Because I add here, but then I have to subtract when going up. Because, yeah, if I'm going up now, I have to subtract. Because I can't add, I'll end up there. So we're gonna move this really quick. LFU cache, what? I've enjoyed bird clock rotating handle. Okay, so 3, 1. Yeah, this doesn't seem like I see it, but I also feel like oh, I guess if we're Next row. How do I see that we're subtracting though? If I were to subtract k minus... Okay, actually, if we were to take index divided by k, that would give us the remainder. And then we would add, if remainder is 0, then we would just add k. So if we remainder no, that doesn't make sense. Why are we doing so many modulos? It's not just add k. So these would still be the same here. I just need to figure out how. So if we were to take the index divided by k or minus k. No, we would want divided by k. Or, because we don't know the second number yet. So we don't know the second number at all. So if we were to take, we check first. If we are adding and it is more than index k, we add, that's 4. Then we subtract. So we have 4 here. Okay. Hold on. So if we were to take, so we would have, if we were to take index plus k equals 4. Okay, so we have 4, then we have to subtract the max index. Equals 1. And then so if we were to, because we add that, that's 3. And then we would also shift it over 1. How would we know to subtract then? So right here, We have index plus k equals 5 minus max index equals 2. See, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Equals 0. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm on columns. I'm on columns. So I'm on columns right now. So that would be... Oh, wait, that does make sense. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on. So that does make sense because max index, we're on columns right now. 1. So we would add 1 to here to get to the max index. Then we take the remainder, which is also 1, and we add it to 3. Row plus 1 equals 4, which is greater than the max index, equals 1. So once the row, okay, so once the row just keeps, we would subtract. Because we add, so then we switch to here. Okay. Hi, Misty. Okay. I feel like I need to yeet and repeat this. Okay, so let's take... Entering, I did draw a picture, but I think that's how I like went off on my... Okay, we're gonna go back to here. So how do I... I feel like I'm really close with this. Actually, if we did this underneath here... Hold on. Why am I doing 1? Why am I doing 1? This should be 5. That should be 5. Sorry. Okay. No, that makes more sense. Because index plus k. It should be index plus k. Right? No. No, 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 no. Because we're working from here. So just kidding. Just kidding. We know that this would be... Oh, 0, 3. Let's try this for 0, 3. The 0, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Actually, it would be 2, 3. No, it would be 1, 3 becomes 0, 2. So if we are on the rows right now, we're moving up. So basically, if either one is at a max index, so if either... No, oh my god. So if row... I'm overcomplicating it. I'm overcomplicating it. I'm overcomplicating it. Okay, so forget this. We're gonna throw this out right now. I know that this can work. I don't think I have the brain capacity to do the math, figure out the math right now. So I would go through and reassign. And I might as well just make a new matrix. Your experience as well. Did you go down the route that I went down? Like, I know it works. I know that there's some mathematical way to do this. Like, I know there's some mathematical way to do this. And I feel like it has to do with states. Like, once I hit the max index, then I subtract. Like, that's what I see. Basically, once I hit max index right down here, 3, 3, that's when I start subtracting instead of adding to k. Unless I just do absolute. -2, absolute 2 minus, or 1 minus index absolute would be 2. Or I guess 2 minus 2 absolute Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. So we take the remainder, add it to subtract. Just kidding. No, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Anyways, I also see this. So I feel like because we know the horizontal and vertical, we can reassign them at the same time. So I see that as well. This was my original thought process. Because I can go through here, I can reassign this at the same time. And then I would go to 1. One, 0. So it would be here and then here. And then we would also want here and here. So how do we get to that though? So if we have 0, then we go 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0. At the same time, we reassign that. Then we would also have 3, 3, 2, 3. Oh, I have this backwards. Okay, that might also be why I'm having a hard time visualizing it. This is backwards for how the loop would be. So this is how the loop would be. Yes, I know, horizontal is spelled wrong. Okay, so we would go through this, but we would be able to reassign that at the same time. So then once we get to 1... Zero. So we would skip 1. I'm still, oh my god, I'm still... What the heck? Oh my god, I still need to do that math. I still need to do that math. Okay, why am I working with such a big one? Okay, so let's... Guys, I don't think I'm gonna finish this before... I don't think... Yeah, I don't think this is happening. I don't think this is happening today. I'm overcomplicating it. Like, I know I'm overcomplicating it. I can't even figure out how to cheese it right now. That's like how like confused I've made myself. Bye, Ewan. Have a good luck. Good luck. What is my baby doing? Hi, Kick Blaster. Thanks for the follow. Okay. Like, I know how to rotate, but now I'm just confused. I've like confused myself. So if it's less than half, so if index is less than half, we subtract. Zen, that's what I think too. I think that I'd rather understand how to think about it than and solve similar problems on the fly because I understand how to think about it than just memorizing the answers and trying to apply those solutions to other problems. Okay, so I'm really tempted to just yeet and repeat because I think all of this is confusing me now. But my whole thing is I'm getting confused as to how to... What am I doing? Wait. Because 0, 2... Oh, 0, 2 does not equal 1, 3. Duh. 0, 2... You haven't heard yeet and repeat from me yet? I say it a lot. Zornik, I get that. I get that, but it's more like I won't have the chance to look at the solution. And the thing is, I know how to do this. That's the thing. Like, I did these earlier this week. Like, without issue, you know, like I figured it out by myself, and very similar. It's more I don't understand why I'm having such a hard time rotating now. Like this one is I had to rotate to So the thing is, I know how to do it. I'm just gotten into my head. And I also feel like this is supposed to help me. So like if I were to number all of these, right? And then subtract. Like this picture, it feels like it's very important right now. Hyper, yeah, I get that, and I tried to split. I'm not trying to just brute force a solution. Like I'm trying to see the pattern, and I see the pattern. It's just more I've kind of confused myself. So I appreciate the advice. But I think I've gotten so far into my head now. Like, how did I know to move this up? I don't remember how like, that's the thing. I shouldn't have to like do all this subtracting. It was just move it up. So Rython, my kid is doing quiet time, and honestly, I already knew I wasn't gonna have the energy to stream tonight, but it was kind of a bad idea to stream this afternoon too. So, yeah. Okay, so why subtract? Because when I get to here, I'm moving upwards. And like, I feel like this is where I'm getting tripped up. I'm almost like, I didn't have to subtract from my other ones. So why do I have to subtract now? Why am I confusing myself now? I touched them both. So like rotating the box, I touched them both. Okay. Also, there's a lot of suggestions in chat right now, and I think that's just overwhelming me even more and confusing me even more. So I appreciate your guys' help, but I think again, we're at the point where I'm just like, I'm reading what you guys are suggesting, and with everything else that's in my head, it's not gonna process. And then now I'm just also thinking, oh my god, I'm such a failure. No negative talk, I know. I'm just like, that's my headspace right now. Because it's also like, I'm looking at this and I know how to do it. I know how to do it. So it's like... And I also feel like there's a huge part with... So it would be minus. Are M and N... No, they are not. So if I have a 4 by 6... Hyper, I don't think you understand that literally I'm stuck at that point. I can visualize it, but I can't articulate it. And like I said, Hyper, I really appreciate the advice, but I'm going to be completely honest right now. I'm not like in that correct headspace to process what you're saying. I am visualizing it and I am having a hard time articulating it. So how am I supposed to code something I can't even articulate? Like I see it in my head. But I can't even articulate what I want to happen. We know that it gets smaller each time. We know it gets smaller each. Hi, Arsh. Okay. I'm gonna give myself 15 more minutes, then I'm just gonna end stream. Cause I gotta get my kid. She's been really good. And then this makes me feel even more guilty. Like I lost my patience at her today. And yesterday. Okay, hold on guys. I'm gonna take a quick breather. Oh, sorry guys. I forgot I muted myself when I went on BRB. Sorry. Like, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. No. Wait, if R is 0. Okay. Wait. If R is 0, just reassign to 0. And then we would have this 1, right? No. Ugh. Josh, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Like, even if I were to do it one at a time at this point, I'm having a really hard time understanding the shift. But I also see it too, because it's 3, 2, or 3, 3 becomes 1, 3. What am I doing? I have it. It's right here, but it's also right here. I just have to combine these two. We might have different perspectives on the daily. Okay, so I feel like this is what I'm missing. So I have this and I have this. So I have 2 0, right? Is 3 1. So 0 2. So I know that if I have the row is 2, call is 0, right? Or else I have row is 0, call is 2. So I have these two different ones for the loop. Okay, so if I were to do this, I know we want to end up with 3 1. So I would do all of this stuff that I did, which gives me the difference of 1 1, which gives me 3 1, right? Then here I know that because we're subtracting, so this is all adding. Up here is all adding. Now this part is going to be subtracting. So we would do we have 0 2. Sorry. Yeah. So we would just move this over to subtract k from 2. So becomes 0 0. So if I were to loop through this and find both where the call row is when I subtract and the row call is when I add. So how long? I am kind of the same way, but like this is why like these dailies that have been the recent dailies are all like the 2D matrices, right? So I was like, oh, like I feel like I understand this. No, apparently not. Okay, but I think that I'm onto something here. So when it's the row column, so if it's outer loop, inner loop, we add. If it's inner loop in front, outer loop behind, that's when we subtract. Okay, so when row call, we add, and then call row subtract. Because yeah, if we are, where did it go? So if we're here, we have, we add, yeah, so we add to the columns when we're going horizontal. And we subtract when we're going oh, no. Just kidding. That still doesn't work. I don't know. What's a good point? That the past days were 2D arrays? I gotta go though. I gotta go. My kid's been in her room for, yeah. So like that's why I was like, "Oh, I know how to do this. I know how to do this." Apparently I don't. If the row stays the same, then we're going up. If the column stays the same, we're going down. No. It's still correct. Okay. Then we're going down, right? If the row stays the same, we go up. If the column stays the same, we go down. No, because this is also going. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah, I don't doubt that how you guys did it is, as you put it, trivial. I bet that it's very, I can't even think of the word. Like, I think the way that you guys did it would probably take a lot of knowledge. So like my whole thing though is even if I were to do it one at a time, I'm still confused right here how I know to shift up. Like that's where I'm confused about. When I was having my breakdown and having like 5 people tell me what to do or how to do it. I know how to rotate it if it was structured differently. Do I? Do I though? Do I? I don't know if I even do now. I do? I don't know if I do now. For sure I do. I don't know if I do. If it was structured differently. So if I were just to take a list, a flat list, or 1D array. Muffin! Hi! I'm still unemployed. How are you? I'm actually about to end stream though. Okay, so if it was a 1D array. So like I said, this seemed like really important right here, what they gave as well. Okay, but I do have to end stream. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My kid's definitely waiting for me. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Even though I had like a full-on like meltdown. Okay, not a meltdown. Not as bad as I've had, but definitely I got really stuck. I got really stuck. And that's okay. That's okay. I will come back and I will figure this out. That's true for in real life. Will do. Okay, bye. Bye guys. I'm not gonna raid anyone just cause I gotta go. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Okay, I won't be on tonight though. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest. Okay. Although I probably will try and figure this out because I'm stubborn too. So I will probably still try and figure this out. But yeah, she's calling for me now. I don't know if you can hear her.